Committee.
Good morning, everyone. You're all very welcome to this meeting of the Hybrid Civic Licensing Committee. I'd like to remind all attendees that this meeting is being recorded and webcast live on the Council's YouTube channel. I'd like to remind all remote attendees to mute their microphones when they're not speaking unless they wish to speak, and they should do so by raising their hands remotely. Can I also remind remote attendees attending hybrid meetings where quasi-judicial matters are being considered that they were not permitted to participate by audio only and must have their videos and camera functions switched on at all times. So we shall move on to item number 1 on the agenda. Any apologies for absence?
Yes, Convener, there's apologies from Councillor Jill Scott. Today we've got Councillor Durno, Councillor Gavin Nicholl and Councillor Speed joining us remotely, and the rest of the members are in the chamber.
Thank you very much. Item number 2, declarations of interest and statements of transparency. Do we have any? Councillor Brace.
Yes, as with previous applications from Montrose Playhouse Cinema, I have a statement of transparency. I'm a very keen supporter of the Playhouse project, a frequent visitor, but I have no actual direct involvement in the management of the Playhouse. On this particular film, I do have a very indirect sort of role in the production of this film. It's absolutely nothing to do with what we are deciding today, though. So it's just a statement of transparency. Thanks.
Thank you. And just confirm that's for item number 7. Thank you. Anyone else? No. Okay, thank you. We shall move on. Item number 3, the minute of the previous meeting. These are being submitted for approval as a correct record. Can we agree that?
Agreed.
Thank you. Item number 4 is the exclusion of public and press. The committee are asked to note that the public and press will be excluded from the meeting during the consideration of item number 8, so as to avoid disclosing confidential information in terms of sections 50A brackets 2 and brackets 3 brackets B to the Local Government Scotland Act 1973. Are we happy to agree that?
Agreed.
Thank you. Item number 5 is delegated approvals. This is report number 2626. Are we happy to note these? Thank you. And we shall move on to item number 6, which is a new application for house in multiple occupation. This is report 3526, and this is for NHS Tayside Staff Residence Dracastro Hospital in Brechin. And we have Lynn Swankie here with us in person today. So when you are ready and comfortable, if you give you the opportunity to speak to this application, so the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. So we put in an application. It's not a brand new application, but it is a new application in my name, as I'm a new member of NHS Tayside Site Management. So it's the application for the House of Multiple Occupancy at Stracathro Hospital, which is used by visitors, it's used by patients, some staff and locums. Thank you.
Thank you. Do any members have any questions for the applicant? No. Okay. So we just need to highlight within the report you'll have seen, and there are a couple of issues within there. So I'll move over to building standards. Thank you.
Thank you, Convener, and good morning, everyone. Yeah, you'll see from the papers there's a few outstanding issues just in relation to the electrics. It's all there. We haven't got any further update from what's in the papers. Okay.
Thank you. Do members have any questions for building standards? Councillor Whiteside.
Thanks, Convener. I'm just wondering if you've ever had any indication of when the outstanding issues will be dealt with.
No, we have been in contact in relation to the electrical certificate, but we haven't got any timescales for getting the information.
Thank you. Councillor Speed.
Yeah, I think mine was similar. I actually did manage to get my hand up just after we moved moved on from the applicant, but perhaps more is a question for the applicant with regards to the outstanding issues, and if that's something that that feels can be achieved fairly soon.
So all the recommendations have been completed apart from the EICR report. I was in contact with the contractor this morning, and that is 75% complete, and they are fully expecting completion by the end of next week, in which case we'll be back in touch with Building Control to have another inspection. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any further questions for either the applicant or for Building Standards for members? No? I'll give you the opportunity to sum up should you wish to do so. No, you're quite happy. Any comments for members? Councillor Whiteside.
Thanks, Convener. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really essential requirement for the operation of the site. So look forward to seeing all the conditions met. Thanks.
Thank you. Councillor Speed and then Councillor Clark.
Yeah, just to really say it's obviously a valuable asset in terms of the NHS workforce and visitors who will potentially be utilising that facility. So yeah, certainly hope that all the outstanding matters can be addressed fairly swiftly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just as we move to motions, are there any additional conditions that any members may wish to attach? The recommendations are part 3 of the report. Councillor Meekin.
If it's acceptable, as you would probably imagine, that we put a condition on that all of the outstanding things are actually completed to our satisfaction.
And do you have a seconder?
No, we're not in motion yet.
Councillor Speed.
Sorry, maybe I came in too quick there as well, but I was going to say, yeah, I'd be quite happy to support Councillor Meekin's suggestion when we move to motions that perhaps be included.
Councillor Clark.
We are asked to make a comment here, am I right? Okay. As somebody that worked in the past in the NHS, hello Lynn Swanky, remember your name. But you know, this is great for me, and provided everything's properly done, this is what's needed, and it is. Because many years, over the years that I worked in the NHS, etc., we were forever ever closing down doctors' quarters and nurses' quarters, especially in Aberdeenshire when I was. So it's really good to see. I mean, this is a hospital that we're using more and more, and that's a good thing because it's almost local to us. So well done. Provided all that's done, Lynn, that'll be fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Apologies, I'm just waiting for legal to finish a couple of bits. Okay, I'm happy to accept any motions now. Thank you. Councillor Meekin.
Thank you, Convener. I would move that we grant the application subject to standard and additional conditions. The additional conditions being the one that I mentioned earlier, which was that all of the works required are completed to our satisfaction. Thank you.
Seconded by Councillor Clark. Any amendments to that? No, so are we happy to agree that? Agree. And
all the best.
So just specifically for the additional conditions, prior to the use or occupation, all outstanding matters are completed and positive inspection is undertaken and completed by and confirmed by building standards. Would that be Happy?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we will now move on to item number 7, which is exception to cinema licence conditions. This is report 3626, and we have Mr. Stuart Buchanan attending us online remotely. Good morning, or just gone over to afternoon. If you would like to take this opportunity to talk to your application, then you're free to do so.
Good afternoon, thank you. Yeah, it was a very interesting film. I thought it reiterated a lot of other social issues and issues throughout the country that Finland were having, and that are quite similar to us in Scotland, and a lot of similarities with our Land by Sea Festival as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just before we move on, can I confirm that all members have viewed the film?
Yes.
Yep. Lewis? Yep, wonderful. Thank you. Do we have any questions for the applicant? No, I see no hands. We've got no objections. And do we have any comments from members? Councillor Whiteside and Councillor Brace.
Thank you. I would just like to say it was certainly no hardship having to go through this film for the Civic Licensing Board. It was, as usual, very informative and interesting, and I'm sure it'll be a success, and I'm glad to see it getting viewings at the Montrose Playhouse.
Yes, well, Montrose Playhouse is, of course, a small independent cinema, and a big part of why it continues to operate and can operate is because it is able to show small, independently made films, and you know, it's a vital part of its business, a great asset to the community, and you know, it's part of the reason why it gets 100,000 people every year going through its doors. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other comments from members? No. Mr. Buchanan, if you would like to sum up, then you're free to do so. Okay. Any motions from members? The recommendations are there before us. They're quite clear, I would assume. Councillor Brace?
Yes, I move that we grant without any stipulations.
Thank you. Councillor Whiteside?
I would like to second that.
Thank you. Are there any motions to the contrary? No. In that case, we're happy to agree that. Great. Yes, great, wonderful. Thank you all very much. We'll, Mr. Just leave. Yeah. You can now. You're free to leave, Mr. Buchanan.
Has to leave.
No, yeah, you have to leave. Oh, he's gone. Thanks. Okay, so we'll move into the private session now.
Claire, you and that's